Los Angeles, my hometown, where I was born and raised. A place for everyone, and everyone in their place.
And some of these people have talent, and some of these people are highly educated. You know, they've got master's degrees. They've just come down with the difficulties of life.
Less than 10 miles from my apartment, downtown is changing. Recent development projects are attempting to beautify and gentrify this district, an area notorious for its homeless community. This all begs the question, what to do with the homeless?
You know, I think first you got to really understand the problem. And it's that old saying, you never know a person till you walk in his shoe.
The homeless are swept up off one street, only to be dumped out onto another. They are a displaced people, isolated because of economic and mental instabilities.
See, when you're down here, and people drive by, and people walk by, and they don't look at you, sometimes you don't feel like a human. But when you're able to sing in front of people, and people clap, you know hey, I am someone. I have something.
It means a lot because we're turned away everywhere else. You know, we don't have any place else to go.
The crazies, the poor, the hard up, are imprisoned in a jail without bars. There is only one place that I know of that truly sets the homeless free.
We've got some people here who, if they haven't been, could be professional singers. I mean, they're that good.
I mean, one of the problems some of the people here face is the world feels really confining. But here at Karaoke, it's not.
The karaoke puts that into a healthy context. You know, you're free to choose and do and sit and talk. It helps break people out of the confinement.
Living on Skid Row is just like being in jail.
But here's 2 hours. You don't have to make it. You can just be.
I've traveled the world and served the world's poor with different organizations, but always with a mission: to proselytize, to build a house or a church, to teach English. Yet right in my backyard, every Wednesday night, there's an outreach program that simply provides a place where homeless men and women can be heard. All this because of the life of Tony Stallworth.
How many people wake up from day to day and they wonder, what am I supposed to be doing? Where am I supposed to be going? What's my life supposed to be later on? I don't have to worry about that. We're there and we're playing the music, and this guy comes up to me and he's going, man, this is great. He goes, here, I want you to have this. And I said, no. He's got money. He's got little wadded up bills in his hand. And he's going, here, take this. And I was like, no, we don't need any money. He goes, no, he says, you don't understand. He says, I want you to have this. He says, I was on my way to the dope house, but I stopped to do this. And
he
this
heard
year,
the music and came in. He spent
so,
the evening sitting there drinking coffee and enjoying the music, and he didn't get high that night.
Yeah.
What I love about Tony and Lucy is they let it happen.
They don't have no hidden agenda. They do it really out the kindness of their heart.
I was homeless. I was homeless for 2 years, pushing a basket. That's where I came from. Cocaine got the best of me, and it just took over. Every dime I would make went to the drug, and I couldn't help it. I couldn't stop. And I would try to pay bills. I would try to go to work. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't hold a job anymore. Pretty soon I'm wearing stuff that people threw away, and I'm walking the streets, and I had this big old beard that was lint all in it. And
people would cross the street to avoid.
Yeah, they don't want to walk by me. And then I started thinking to myself and remembering back when I was in high school. And I was like, man, what happened to me? You know, and I started praying to God, and I said, God, I don't even know if you're real. And right then, this lady comes walking across the alley. And she goes, are you hungry? And the boyfriend comes out. We started talking, having a conversation. And he looks at me and he goes, talking to you, he says, I see you have a lot more going on than what I'm seeing. You know? And I said, well, I got a drug problem. I can't seem to beat it. And he goes, well, have you tried to get any public help? And when he said that, something triggered something inside me, and the tears just started coming out of my eyes. And I got a cup of milk in this hand, a sandwich in this hand, and I looked up at him, and I said, man, nobody's going to help me.
You get all choked up.
Oops. And that guy stayed with me all day. He got me checked into a crisis center. Here I am. I'm not homeless anymore. I own my house. I own my business. I try to help other people come out of this. And I try to tell them that there's a way out. That they don't have to live like that anymore. And some of them will come out. So it's working.
Laughter, joy, releases our spirit. I mean, it just makes us, it takes us to a different level.
When my time comes and I'm getting ready to depart, I want to be able to say, I fought the fine fight.
Here you do something and it feels right. You say, well, there is a chance. If I can do that, maybe I can do this. That's offering dignity.
When my time comes, I want to say that I've used my experience, my passions, my talents for the greater good, to know that I was a steward of my good fortune.
I always say to people, if you're dealing with homeless, when people ask for money, don't give them money. Take them to lunch. Sit down with them. It doesn't say, blessed are those who serve the poor, but blessed are those who are poor in spirit.